Welcome back to Hitting Life Hard. We're so glad today to have a special guest. We're so glad to have Tamika Brown with us today. And our topic today is a very serious one, so we want everyone to focus on this topic, dealing with a parent that has AIDS. And those of you who have had this experience should be able to relate to this young lady today, and we're excited and we're so glad that you're with us. Thank you.
Hello, Tanika.
Hey, how are you?
Hi. Good. It's so good that we have you here with us today.
Okay.
I hope that when we talk about everything is, good for you to talk about, and, just want to make you feel comfortable. We want to start off by saying, how did you first hear or know about dealing with your mom with the AIDS virus?
Well, how did I know? Like, when I found out she had it, I asked her every question in the book. How it feel, do it hurt, like, you take the medicine. Like, when I was up there, I stayed with her for like a year. And then once I learned that, I was like, Mom, like, don't kiss my kids. She was like, Mom, she's like, you can't get it. But you have to, my kids, we have to drink a whole 5 gallons of her spit in order to get AIDS. That's what she told me. Because I used to ask her everything. I want to know. So she was like, she told me whatever, but like in the beginning it was hard for me to deal with it. I was scared.
Of course.
I know I was scared. Because you be beside people all day long and they can be sick and you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I was scared, but after I got used to it, I think it put me a little closer to her because I can relate to it. Like, I can't relate to the fact that she has it, but that's my mom.
Sickness, yeah, and
you know what I'm saying?
Sick.
So, just asking all kind of questions, and she just told me about it. She gave me this girl line. She said, you don't know, you can read everything about it. I asked her, how did you know? What did you do when the doctor told you you were sick?
Did it hit home for you? Like, did you feel as if though, God, well, Mom, how long did you have it? Like, should I be worried?
No, I asked her that. That other mom, but I knew that it was impossible because I had 4 kids. It would have come up for my son to be 16. So I knew that I was clear every day because I ain't been around her. But I was concerned about my little sister and my little niece. I said, because they lived in the home.
That was after her. That was after you.
Yeah, and I told my sister, I said, you need to get tested, you need to get your daughter tested. I'm not saying that mommy gave it to her or whatever, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. And I explained that to her. But she did it. She was like, sis, like, I never thought of it like that, but I'm older than her. She's my little sister. She's like, I never thought of it like that, but now she's thinking about it, like, I'm going to do that because I want to know now. I said, you'll never know why you really going to help mommy pick her up, and she had a cut that was open that she was breathing, and you just didn't know. Because she used to always get the shingles. And I was just like, don't come around me with that now.
Well, let me ask you a question. The shingles, is that, when somebody get those shingles, is that at the end part of it?
That's what I think.
Yeah.
Because when she died, like, her whole body was covered.
Wow.
And see, like, she was staying in an apartment building, but she was staying in the basement. And I had just talked to my mother that Tuesday. Like, yo, Mom, how you doing? Whatever you doing? So I was calling to check on her. Just this particular day, I called the next day, like, Wednesday, her boyfriend answered the phone. I said, where your mom at? Come on the phone. So he's like, your mom in the hospital. I'm like, what? Why didn't we wasn't notified? Like, we all the way down here outside, why didn't you notify us until, like, I called it in, that's how we knew. And he was like, I don't think your mom, like, this time, like, she's really sickly. I'm like, what you mean really sickly? She got AIDS, of course she'll be sickly. You know what I'm saying? He's like, no, but, like, they think that your mom not gonna make it. I was on the next thing smoking on the train.
Right.
The next thing smoking.
Well, let me ask you a question, because you made it very plain to us that Mom was not in your life for quite a while. You were in the New York City foster shelters, foster care system, and I must say you really did well for yourself. You did well for yourself. And 4 kids married, holding down a good job, you know, and church going, you know.
I don't go to church a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Because I'm me. Like my sister, she's talking like night and day.
Yeah, because she's a twin, y'all.
Yes.
And well, then see, that's the confusion, because I see the sister in church, and I'm thinking it's her. Okay.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, you know, you have at least established your life, and you know what it was, and I applaud you, because a lot of times kids that are through the system repeats the same cycle, you know, and it's almost like riding a Ferris wheel. At some point you got to get off, you know, so I applaud you for that. But there was something that you said to me that was very interesting. You said that you were angry with her at some point, and then you wanted to think, if this your punishment for leaving your children? And I'm so glad that you said that, and I need you to iterate on that, because there is a lot of people out there that have left their children and did everything in the world for themselves, and never, because my concern is, how come people never think about their kids? You know,
in the midst of you doing everything.
Yes.
And I'm my older sister. Like, we can't stay with each other. And I love her, because if something happens to her, I'm gonna be hurt or whatever, and I'm gonna have her back. But like her and my little sister, my brother, all of them knew that she was like sick before me and my twin sister did. They told twin fourth, and then they told me last. All of them knew. But everybody here different. Like my brother, he never used to go see my mom. He never used to go check on her. None of that. Like the day she died, he went berserk. I'm like, what you going berserk for? You knew mine was sick. You should have came over and visited her. You can't get it. I just don't want to see my mom like that. Don't get me wrong. If you seen her, when I seen her the last time I seen her, it looked like she was fine. Like she didn't look all like what the hell going with her? You know what I'm saying? You see people like.
You know something is wrong.
You know what I'm saying? But she wasn't looking like that until on her deathbed, and I was so scared. But I was more so mad because I was like, yo, like all these years, this is my thing, and I'm gonna be honest. I have 4 kids. Your Social Security carries you anywhere you go. How you don't go and put your Social Security kid? Ask somebody, could you help me search for my kids? They number Social Security. My mother was accepting food stamps. She was accepting the money every 2 weeks for us, and we wasn't even living with you. And I said, Mom, like, how can you do that? I said, you fraud the system. Like, you wasn't taking care of us. I said, foster care was taking care of us, not you. I said, how you going? When I went to apply for a shelter in New York, when I went up there, they told me I was ready in the system. I said, Miss How? I said, Miss How? I haven't been.
Well, see, but you said something that was very important. Her drug addiction. See, that's the thing people don't understand. And I had to get it, because when I raised my children, and I adopted 7 children. And I raised 10, but I adopted 7. And my thing was, how come your drug is more important than your children?
But me and my twin sisters used to argue a lot over this. Like, she loved my mom. You know what I'm saying? And like, I always had loved my dad more. I don't know why. It's me and my dad.
You're daddy's girl.
Yeah, I don't know why. But me and her like hard down, argue, hard down, fight. Like, you should act like that towards mommy. I said, twin, how would you feel me being your sister and I just got up one morning and went to work. I said, I'm going to work, and I never came back. I said, yo, she didn't get in trouble for it. Police didn't pick her up. I said, so what happened to me? Down here? Oh, never back. Never back. You gonna take your children into DSS custody. And I asked her, I said, Mom, you never sat here and said, I wanted my kids was alive. I wanted my daughters.
Ain't that painful?
Yes.
I know it's painful.
I said, did you ever think about that? I thought about y'all all the time. You can't throw it in my face and hit with my sister till she was on crack. So what?
So what? Crack is whack. Crack is whack. Crack is whack. Crack destroys. And see, people, that little drug destroys your life. And not only just yours, your children, a generation. You know, and we don't get it. You know, we don't get it. When I worked in the New York City shelter for 20 years, I saw women, and that bothered me, because when I was growing up, and I said this on the show previous, I used to see men in the shelter. That wasn't no problem for me. It was like 500 men or better. But when I saw women in the shelter, and we cut it down to like 300 or 320 women, I used to go in the bathroom and cry. Because the only reason why I cried, because I wondered where their kids were. How can you get up every day, 3 meals a day, and party like a rock star, and never ever let me hear you say,
That's like
I'm going home to to my child.
But you know what I can say about my mom that I love about her? She never let anybody hurt us.
Okay.
She never molest us. We never went hungry.
That's good.
We never went filthy.
That's good.
That's one thing I
That's
can say.
good.
Even
That's
though you
good.
left us, you made sure. We
That's
was
good.
hungry, we was fed.
And your mother was an educated woman.
Yes, I said, Mom. Like, when I opened the death certificate I was reading, I said, a bachelor's degree.
Look at that.
I said, I went to my dad, I said, Daddy, why you didn't tell your mom you had a bachelor's degree? Gina, I thought you knew. I said, I knew it, I ain't seen it in 10 years.
Isn't that something?
Gene, your mom had a good head on her shoulders, she just wasted on drugs.
And see, that's good for the audience out there. You know, for the college students, it doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah.
That drug does not care about you.
It doesn't
It doesn't have a face. It doesn't have a pulse. Go ahead, Deborah.
It doesn't have nothing. It's just like the virus. The virus don't have no face, no kind of person, no nothing. It takes you where you at. If you caught there, you caught there. That's why they educate a lot of people of the disease. They educate you how to protect yourself with needles. Even when you have sex, they protect you with that. You know, and that's how we gotta open our kids up too, to the fact that they gotta protect themselves when they're out there, because they could be educated but be dumb at the same time.
Yeah.
That's what they know.
Uh-huh.
So they scared.
Uh-huh.
Like I got 14 and 16-year-old daughter, and they get emotional like when we sitting there like that's it. You know the movie with Queen Latifah, and she had to pay the AIDS. The mother had AIDS. You ever seen that movie?
Yeah,
Life
Precious.
Support.
Life
Support. And Precious was
And
good.
Precious.
Yeah, Precious. Yes, that was deep.
And just clarify for the audience that's out there to specify. AIDS could be carried in several different ways as far as with
Sure.
drugs and sexually. So let's just keep that. Yours with your mom was
It's needles.
more
It was
with needles. So
Yeah.
drugs and just thinking that we're both friends. We can just get this high on together, and just share the
No,
same
it
thing.
doesn't
And
work
think
like
it's-
that.
You can trust me. Trust
yeah,
me.
and think we're going to
I
get
don't
the same
have
effect
it.
out of it. It doesn't work
It
that
doesn't
way.
work.
So, let's
Be
just be
mindful.
mindful,
Be
of
mindful.
things that we
And,
do.
you were saying, sometimes you can tell, when a person is sick. Like, for me, I'm adopted. I was in the foster system as well. And the last time I seen my mom, I was 2, and then I saw her again, I was 16. And when we saw her, she looked so sickly.
So your mom sick
And
too?
yeah. And you can tell that she was sick.
That's how
You
my
can
mom
tell.
said. My sister went to New York, right, y'all? She said, she in the shelter. She hear this lady talking Puerto Rican. She like, yo, go get my mother. Like, y'all been talking in Puerto Rican, go get my mother. The whole time this lady talking, it was my mom's.
Wow. She didn't even know.
She didn't know.
And you told me
And
your
she
mother
done
spoke
changed the color.
7 languages.
7 of them.
Lord, have mercy.
We was outside one day and these girls were talking in Puerto Rican. We like, your mom, they talking about us? Your mother was like, they got a problem? So my mom was like, no. I said, what they saying? She's like, they saying they want to get some drugs. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, because we want to know. You know what I'm saying?
I said you were gonna set it off.
Yes.
We're gonna set it off.
Yeah,
We're gonna get this party started right.
Mom, like, they don't talk about you, they talk about gets as well. You know?
When you found out about your mother, and I don't know, like you said, you didn't see your mother for a long time later on, and I know your kids didn't know who she was, but did you explain to them?
Yeah. Like, my 6-year-old son, my 14-year-old daughter, and my 11-year-old daughter has met my mom. She had loved my 11-year-old daughter, and she's she's so crazy.
Okay.
She had loved my baby. It's like, to me, when I went to New York, everything she never did for us,
She did for
was
them.
on it. I'm like, yo, watch kids. She was on it.
Uh-huh.
You can go. I'm like, I'm going to Brooklyn. Watch kids. She wouldn't have a problem with it.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, hey, how can you watch my
Because
kids?
you know,
Watch
because
your show.
it was the
She knew.
absence. It was the absence.
That's what it was.
And I was like, and sometimes, like, one day, how was she shooting me? Because one day we was in the kitchen, she was watching this. I said, Mom, you in the house? Like, I said, Mom, you ain't never told me you had like a kidney problem or whatever, because I ain't know. She's like, no, Gene, it's for me shooting up needles. I said, Mom, why you did that, Mom? I said, yo, you was ready sniffing coke, you was ready smoking crack. Why you want to shoot in needles, Mom?
Yeah.
I said, you really know living in New York, that is the world, that's popular. AIDS is very popular.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But now it's more rapid in the South.
In the South.
Yes.
Yeah.
In Charleston.
We're number
Charleston.
You know what? I'm gonna take y'all somewhere, and this is me. I think it was Deborah and I about a week ago in the car talking, and we were talking about, using condoms, and oh, don't worry, I use condoms, but we use I'm married, but they use condoms, but then you kiss,
Yep.
Oh yeah.
oral, all of those.